channel.
Biggs here, back with another Brief Origins, where we give you the rundown of characters' beginnings. It's important to remember that some characters' origins change based on who's in the creative chair at the time. With that in mind, enjoy. John Corbin was a reporter just driving around his car one night listening to some crime show on the radio. He accidentally falls off the cliff he was driving on and was expected to meet his end. That was until someone else was also driving on that very same road that very same night. It was Professor Vale and his assistant. They get him out of his damaged vehicle and placed him into theirs. From there, they wouldn't go to the hospital, and the professor felt they wouldn't have the tools to save him anyways, but he figured he would, replacing certain parts of John with metallic metal plates and a heart designed like a vault to store uranium to keep him alive. But there was a catch to his particular predicament, and that is that the uranium has to be refilled every now and then, which can be an issue. But the professor was going to explain that there was also another option besides uranium as a battery source, when out of nowhere the rocks collapsed around the lab the professor was working in, and he got startled and then he passed out. At that point, John would attempt to try to call for help opening the door, but then he realizes as he opened the door, he opened it without even an effort, and he almost broke it. It actually broke it off its hinges. He realizes then that he needed to go, and still saw that the professor was still alive, and decided to leave, as now he had to pursue a new life. So he began looking for work as a journalist for the Daily Planet, and he got work there, alongside with Lois Lane and Clark Kent, aka Superman. One day while John and Lois were out, a gang attempted to shoot at Lois Lane, and John was able to dodge the bullets using his own body. This made Lois think John was Superman, and she began to fall in love with him. Meanwhile, John kept looking for uranium to keep him alive, and broke into many facilities to retrieve it, causing destruction as he did so. His hunt would eventually reach the news, and the stocks of uranium would now be more heavily guarded, as the journals would call the person stealing this uranium as Metallo. John then decides to dress like Superman to retrieve more uranium to obtain a year's worth. He would discover while attempting this, he would cross paths with the real Superman and would barely escape, but did so empty-handed. He would find out the professor was still alive and decided to pay him a visit. The professor explains his second option for more power source was kryptonite itself, as it would provide permanent battery source. He tries again to steal while in the presence of Superman, and for a moment it appeared he got away with the stolen kryptonite. Only when he arrived at Lois Lane's place, he began to feel weak and discovered the rock was just a painted one, not real kryptonite. He met his end soon after, and later fingerprints at the crime scene would be discovered, and it would confirm that it was he who was Metallo all along. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy our content, you know what you guys can do. You can share, you can like, or you can subscribe to our channel. When you guys subscribe to our channel, you know what you do. You guys are building our empire and allowing us to provide you guys with even much more greater content for you guys to enjoy.